The story of this anime begins by showing a wrestling match to fight for the world champion. A man named Genzu who has the nickname of an animal mask will fight with Orge who has the nickname Mao. Genzu, an animal lover who has aspirations to open a pet shop, but suddenly he was teleported to another world. A princess named Altina summons Genzu to be a hero and defeats the demon king of beasts, but Genzu attacks Altina because she doesn't want to fight animals. Genzu brought his dog named Hiroyuki. They met criminals named Misha and Wolfgang, but Genzu wanted to keep them as his pets, so they were scared. Genzu also helped a wolf girl who was being kidnapped, but apparently she was arrested for not paying a debt. The girl was named Shiguri. She invited Genzu to join the Adventurers Guild, because he knew that Genzu was very strong, and they eventually became adventurers. The guild master told Genzu to fight against Cerberus. They gave Genzu a weapon, but he didn't want to use a weapon. He caught Cerberus easily, but he didn't kill Cerberus. He tried to tame the Cerberus. After completing the mission, Genzu plans to create a world where demon beasts and humans can live together. That's why Genzu wants to open a pet shop. Shiguri also agrees with that, because they will make a lot of money, but they have to take missions so that they have money to open a pet shop. When in the Adventurers Guild, there was someone who said that Genzu had the nickname as a demon beast slayer. That's why Genzu attacked that person. Then Genzu and Shiguri took a mission to defeat the salamander, and Genzu managed to make the salamander become his pet. The scene shows a girl who wants to run away from her house because the food at her house is not good. Back at Genzu's place, he also managed to tame a group of monkeys and some other demon beasts. Now he managed to get a lot of demon beasts, but he didn't have a place to accommodate all the demon beasts, therefore he took the mission to defeat the orcs so he could earn a lot of money. He went to the orc headquarters. He challenged the strongest orc in that place to a fight, and he managed to defeat the orc with the German suplex technique, and now Genzu was dubbed as the Orc King. The scene shows the residents being attacked by a mysterious monster. The next day, there was a girl with horns at Genzu's house. She was sick, that's why Genzu took care of her, and her name was Hinako. She was a half-dragon human. After eating, she ran away. Then Genzu went to the guild. The guild leader told Genzu to defeat the dragons that attacked the residents. Suddenly there was a party that invited Genzu to kill the dragons. Genzu immediately beat them. He was very angry because he didn't want to kill animals. Genzu and Shiguri went to do a mission. He wore a costume and made a trap. It turned out that the dragon was Hinako. Suddenly a woman named Carmilla attacked Genzu, but Genzu managed to win easily. Genzu brings Hinako to his house. It turns out that she is from the Fafnir family, which is one of the families that served the Demon King. Carmilla also comes to Genzu's house, but Genzu beats her. It turns out that she is Hanako's subordinate, and she wants to take Hinako to her house, but Hinako doesn't want to go back home, because the food at her house is not good. That's why she asked to stay at Genzu's house. Moving to the place of Princess Altina, she is now nicknamed as the Butt Princess, because of the incident when she was with Genzu. Because of that she became angry and wanted to find Genzu. Moving to Genzu and his friends, they got a mission to defeat the griffin. Because of that they went to the griffin's place. Genzu saw a griffin child who was injured, so he took him, but they was chased by another griffin, and they fought against the griffin, but the griffin is very strong. Luckily they got back to the house, but suddenly the griffin cub became very big. The moving scene shows someone summoning a demon lord from another world to defeat the hero. The scene shows Genzu's opponent in the wrestling final named Macadamian Orge who has the nickname Mao. He is very disappointed because Genzu disappeared in the final match. Moving to Genzu's place, he goes with Shiguri on a mission. Suddenly Misa and Wolfgang come to kidnap Hiroyuki, so they can take revenge, but they fail because they are attacked by giant ants. When Genzu was at home, the giant ant said if Misa and Wolfgang wanted to kidnap Hiroyuki, so he went straight to their house, and he beat them. Suddenly Genzu missed the wrestling match. The scene shows a vampire leader who was one of the 4 demon lords named Joanna Skoradorian Uljica, or called Joanna, performing a ritual to summon the demon king of another world, and she summons Orge, because Orge has the nickname Mao, which is the name same as demon lord. Joanna said that if Genzu became a hero, then Mao really wanted to beat Genzu. Apparently Joanna also wanted to beat Hinako, because she was always defeated by Hinako. Because of that she wanted revenge. The scene shows the past when Joanna met Hinako. She insulted Carmilla. Because of that Hinako became angry. She challenged Joanna's subordinate named Rose to fight against Carmilla. In the night they fight. If Carmilla loses then she will be fired. The fight starts. Rose is very strong. She is able to make Carmilla seriously injured, but Carmilla doesn't want to give up, but Hinako stops the fight. Hinako also asked Joanna that Carmilla not be fired, then Joanna left. Suddenly Hinako came to Joanna's place. She was very angry, and she attacked Joanna. Back in the present, Joanna knows that Hinako is with the hero, so she summons a demon lord from another world to defeat Hinako. The next day there was a hunter named Seals asking to be Genzu's student, but Genzu didn't want to teach it, because Genzu was busy raising animals, but he accidentally touched Cell's body. It turned out that Seals was a lizard man. Because of that Genzu wanted to teach it. The next day, Genzu started training Seals. Genzu's friends also helped. After more than a month, Seals' training finally finished. Seals told him that if there was a hunter who bullied her, because of that Genzu got angry, and he defeated everyone in the guild adventurer. Then Genzu told Seals to fight against the person who bullied her. Seals managed to win by using the wrestling technique taught by Genzu. When Genzu was at home, there was a businessman who liked Seals' matches, so he teamed up with Genzu to open a wrestling tournament. This tournament will be held according to wrestling standards on Earth. So many people want to join this tournament. Genzu also invites animal humans to join this tournament. He also went to Michi and Wolfgang to invite them to the tournament. He also invited the orcs to join. The moving scene shows Princess Altina looking for Genzu. She finally finds out that Genzu will enter a wrestling tournament. Back at Genzu's place, he teach wrestling techniques to all participants, because they all didn't know about wrestling techniques. Shigure also helped Genzu develop this tournament business. The tournament finally started. All participants fought with all their might, and now begins the fight between Genzu and Carmilla against Michi and her friends. Genzu and Carmilla are too strong. When Michi is almost lose, Wolfgang comes to ask for a substitution, but Genzu and Carmilla are able to win easily. The tournament is finally over, and they party. The scene shows Mao and Joanna preparing a plan to defeat Genzu. The next day, Princess Altina came to Genzu's house. She was angry with Genzu, and Genzu immediately beat her. The moving scene shows Mao being together with Joanna. Mao proves his strength by fighting against many monsters. Back at Genzu's place, Princess Altina said that if she summoned Genzu to defeat the demon lord, but Genzu didn't want to do it, therefore Altina told the knights to kill Genzu, but Genzu was able to defeat them easily. Then Genzu went to Adventurer Guild because of him curious about the demon lord. Moving to Mao's place, he went to the orc headquarters to defeat all the orcs in that place. Then the orcs reported to Genzu if the demon lord had attacked their village. Genzu was very surprised to see that person's face was similar to Mao. The next day Joanna and Mao were at Genzu's house. Mao challenged Genzu to a wrestling fight. Joanna also said she wanted to fight Hinako, and Rose wanted to fight Carmilla. Because of that there will be a battle between the hero group against the demon king group. Shigure and the businessman prepare for this tournament. Carmilla asks to be Genzu's student, so that she can beat Rose. That's why Genzu trains her. Genzu also invited his other friends to fight against the demon king group. Because of that Genzu trained them all. A few days later the tournament finally started. In first battle, Seals and Smogs was fight against the Mao team. They managed to win easily. In the second battle the orcs also won, but in the third match Michi and Wolfgang lost. In the fourth match, Carmilla fought Rose. She was very confident because she had been training, but she was careless, that's why she lost. And finally came the final battle between Hero Genzu and Demon King Mao. At first they were silent, which made the audience sleepy. Then they fought seriously, but Hero Yuki interrupted this fight, and there was a commotion in the match. A few hours later, the fight started again. They both fought seriously. Genzu managed to win this fight, and the hero team managed to defeat the Demon King team. The next day Mao wants to go to practice so that he becomes stronger and can defeat Genzu, while Genzu wants to be able to open a pet shop. Thanks for watching this video.